Hello, and welcome to another very normal. Whoops. Ha ha ha. What an odd accidental glitch that had nothing to do with me. As I was saying, welcome to the very normal, and in no way strange, episode of Games Over Coffee. Today, Devon and I will be talking about Play Dead's Inside. We will go into spoilers, but there will be a warning before we do so. You were telling me about how much you enjoy cosmic horror.
Yeah, I love me some cosmic horror.
What do you like so much about it?
I like the idea of unrecognizable horror, like it's the ultimate kind of mystery.
What are some of your favorite cosmic horror games?
Well, actually, I haven't played that many. I just mostly like the idea. I've read a couple Lovecraft stories and watched a couple movies that do it pretty well. Although I would consider some of the games that I've played cosmic horror when I feel like others might not consider them that, like Inside.
The puzzle platforming game from the creators of Limbo.
Yeah, that one.
What makes you identify that game as a cosmic horror?
Well, for me, I feel like the only parts of it that get into cosmic horror is when you get into the facility. There's some crazy stuff that makes you feel rather small.
Like what?
Well, the first thing that comes to mind is that scene of that crazy big shockwave that instantly kills you if you're in its path. Like, what even is that?
An unknowable enemy of some sort that you have no way of overcoming other than hiding. Fascinating. Anything else?
The sheer size of the facility.
The size of the facility is cosmic horror?
Okay, well, I guess not exactly, no, but there is this idea of megalophobia that exists in the game where not only are the things bigger and more powerful than you, but the ideas are bigger also.
The ideas are bigger?
Yeah, I mean, like if you were to map out how big this facility is, we'd probably have something that's impossibly big, like a complete underground city. That kind of massive control is not only physically massive and strange, but it presents this type of psychological horror too. The idea that humans could build something this massive and use it to manipulate things that are teetering on the edge of science, that's really terrifying to me.
I see. That idea of massive control beyond your grasp is a type of cosmic horror. It's interesting, because I think most cosmic horror elements in games are mostly to do with beings that encompass space in a way that humans don't understand. Like the Lovecraft stories you mentioned.
Yeah, I mean, Lovecraft is one of the origins of this type of horror, so that makes sense. But I think what qualifies it as being incomprehensible is not only subjective, but it's also cultural. Like you could say, because of our advancements in science, knowing more about the universe around us creates a space where cosmic horror is less horrific.
So what about Inside's world is not fully graspable?
I think it's the ability to build and control something of that size.
Would you not call that kind of unease megalophobia?
I mean, I guess so. What would be the distinction between the two?
Megalophobia is the fear of gigantic objects and vast space, whereas cosmic horror is more existential, feeling utterly helpless when coming to terms with an incomprehensible phenomenon. In a way, megalophobia can be a smaller part of cosmic horror.
Okay, well then I guess it's the megalophobia in the game that implies a sense of cosmic horror to me. Like that shockwave that I pointed out, it's utterly massive, whatever it is, but I'm unable to see it and I'm unable to understand it.
I can see the game having many megalophobia moments that would imply something more grand at play.
I suppose the facility's size is more megalophobia than cosmic horror. This game makes the player feel very small, and seeing something so big and sometimes threatening gives you a sense of helplessness. But I don't know, maybe what I'm feeling has more to do with the mystery involved and what this place is and how it came to be. Because I could say that there's certainly some megalophobia or thalassophobia that it's playing during the deep water parts, but I wouldn't call those parts cosmic horror. I'd say the cosmic horror vibe only comes in during those parts that implies some sort of control over the situation.
You'd say control has to do with the unknown?
Well, I'd say loss of control has to do with the unknown. I mean, like you need to have control first in order to lose it, right? So I think that that's what I'm picking up from this abandoned nature of this giant facility.
Loss of control could very much open up new avenues previously thought impossible.
Yeah, let's take for example the end of the game.
Spoiler warning.
Yeah, this will get into spoilers.
Spoilers in 3, 2, 1.
So at the end of the game, you come upon this giant tank of water with a large, fleshy, lab-grown monster inside. And the implication is that this thing was grown, and because it's almost formless, it seems to me like an exploratory experiment. Even though there's clearly science involved in its creation, knowing exactly how it happened is, I imagine, a mystery. I think this thing was canonically an accident.
So in the exploratory experimentation, The unintended conclusion was what caused this idea of cosmic horror.
Right, because it opens up a whole new level of understanding. It's like one of the reasons why alchemy is so mysterious, but chemistry isn't. Alchemy has to do with exploration and discovery, whereas chemistry is mathematical with a proposed understanding.
So this monster's existence is a physical manifestation of a loss of control.
Exactly. And there's a lot of this game where it looks as if this giant facility was the conclusion of fringe science hubris, leading to its ultimate collapse. It's really quite cool.
Thank you for listening to yet another completely normal episode of Games Over Coffee. Comment to let us know what kind of game design philosophy would be interesting for us to talk about in the future. Obviously, both Devon and myself will see the comment as he is obviously a real human with free will.